Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And lo, it came to pass that the fat, bumbling buffoon that is Boris Johnson has finally buggered off. He has spent 3 years making consistently wrong decisions. And now he's gone. And we've got Mary Truss to replace him. Yes, Mary. She's another one of those MPs who refuses to use her actual name. But getting back to Boris, he is a hypocrite. He has sat there and destroyed this country with its zero carbon this and its green agenda that, and he's putting on the price of electricity with green taxes and tariffs, and then encouraging us all to live back in caves and eat bugs. And what has he done on his last day? Has he been an example of how to live a green and sustainable life? Has he bollocks? Let's look at this article. Not that anyone's particularly surprised. After all, he's the most odious two-faced little wanker that ever inherited number 10. Green hypocrisy in final act as Prime Minister, net zero mad Boris Johnson takes a private jet. To be fair, if he could take it halfway to his destination, I'd be very, very happy. Green for thee, but not for me, despite his leadership having been one dedicated to green politics and shoving Britain towards net zero. Boris Johnson's very final act as Prime Minister was taking an unnecessary flight in a private jet. Let's just actually be clear here. All this green agenda and the push and that's all from Carrie, because BJ doesn't get blown if Carrie doesn't want it. And ultimately, he has to do what she says. Well, Carrie can just bugger off with Boris as well. And to be fair, I give it a year before Carrie does bugger off. She will leave him because he's no longer a man of power. He'll be seen as what he is, a very tiny man. A man with, I'm sure, charm and wit and intelligence. But once out of that power seat, nobody will want him. He'll never be mayor. He'll never be a good MP again because nobody respects him anymore. He gave up. He is useless. Everything he did was wrong. And that's sad because he brought so much hope when he started. Boris had it all and he could have done great things. And instead he was weak and vacillating. He listened to communists in Sage and he got every decision over COVID completely wrong. And then he goes on this mad green agenda because he likes getting blown by Carrie. And that destroyed this country and is now putting people into mass poverty, destroying businesses, creating unemployment. He is destroying this country and the future of people's children's lives because one man's penis needs to be blown by a rather strange-lipped woman. And why have we let him get away with it? Who knows? But he's out, he's gone. And we've got the new one, who'll be just as bad. And let's face it, Truss will be the David Moyes to Boris's Alex Ferguson. They'll be there a bit, they won't be as good, and then someone else will come along and we'll eventually forget about Boris. Liz Truss is instantly forgettable anyway. But for him to sit there and claw at us and moan at us and cajole us and threaten and encourage and browbeat us into being, little green pod people who sit and eat, insect burgers and don't fart in case it increases the greenhouse gases. Meanwhile, China builds 6 new coal-powered stations a week. He is an arse of the first water and he has crippled this country for years to come. For no other reason than Boris likes a blow. But there he is, preaching his way to the top and then totally dismissing everything he says he believes in by going, I'm off for have a private flight around, destroy the ozone layer while I'm at it, why don't I? Hardly matters, plebs below me don't care. I'll probably lean out the window and piss on them like Alan Clark, because that's the kind of man he is. Well, good riddance to bad rubbish, Boris. And take the 19 children you've fathered from an unknown number of women with you. You moan about zero this and low that. And you have single-handedly increased the population by thousands, I'm pretty sure. The biggest carbon footprint you can have is a child. And you don't even know how many you got. Anyway, hope I never hear from you again. I'm going to come up now. There you go then. Boris is gone. Thank heavens for that. Goodbye. Don't come back. So now we turn our attention to our new saviour, the leaderine. Truss, all praise her. But let's face it, we aren't going to. The Tory membership voted her in. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. It's simple. The choice was between an ugly little turd and an ugly little turd rolled in glitter. And they went for the glittery turd. She'll be no good. I mean, let's face it, she's already a turncoat. She started her career in the Lib Dems and thought, that's not going to advance my career enough, and I'll jump ship to the Tories. Not because she's concerned about the politics or anything, but because she's more concerned about Liz Truss. And now she's made it all the way to the Tory party conference. And that's ultimately all she cares about, the betterment of Truss. I don't trust her as much, no pun intended, I don't trust her as much as I could comfortably spit a rat. So we shall see. Actions over words. She says she's going to sort out the energy crisis. Well, I'll give her a week and then that'll be failed. Then we'll look at the next thing she's going to fail at, and then the thing after that she's going to fail at. She talks a good game, but like all of them, she'll fail to deliver because ultimately politicians are very, very stupid and vain creatures. Ethel Merman once said, "There's no business like show business." Actually, she sang it. There's no business like show business. But there is. Politics is just like show business. Politics is show business for ugly people. And we're about to see how ugly show business can get. Keep watching, folks. If you like what you hear and see on the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Ring the bell for notifications of future output. Leave a like, leave a comment, please share the video. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, stay bloody warm, and goodbye.